Give a man a fish, and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime. It's kind of the perfect metaphor for thinking about how to close the digital divide in education. Give a student technology, a laptop, a tablet, a smartphone. Digital divide solved, right? Not quite. Because if 95% of teenagers have access to technology, then why are we still facing a crisis in preparing students for technology jobs?
So most of our teens have access to technology. They're tech savvy, they have phones, and they know how to use those phones to consume content, but they haven't yet connected the dots between using the tech and careers. And so we want to make sure that all of our students are prepared for the careers of the future.
See, even though the quantity of digital devices per student in the classroom has increased, it's raised questions about the quality of how those devices are being used. The lack of quality opportunities for students to use technology to enhance their learning and develop skills is what's known as the participation gap.
It's the difference between simply being consumers of digital content and being creators.
Without the ability to create, students fall into the participation gap. Understanding how to leverage technology helps students learn non-cognitive competencies vital for success both in school and the workforce. Things like forming relationships, working collaboratively toward a solution, solving conflict, and growth mindset. Students who enter high school without that understanding of how to use technology are less likely to enroll in or succeed in STEM courses, and this tends to hit minority and underrepresented communities the hardest.
We've seen that if students haven't had that preparation in middle school, there's really a ripple effect that gets to high school. And by the time they're at high school, they're already so far behind that it's hard to reach them at that point. And so we really see middle school as a sweet spot to get them interested in STEM, to help beef up some of those math skills that they need to help prepare them for the careers of the future.
Verizon Innovative Learning Labs works with middle school students in under-resourced communities to help close the participation gap before it even begins.
We don't want our schools to just be playing catch up, and that's why Verizon's bringing not just the access, but the technology, the education, and the opportunity to those schools and students.
The program combines a tech-driven STEM curriculum with professional learning, all in a custom-designed lab space.
Verizon Innovative Learning Labs is really looking to close the participation gap by empowering students with emerging technology, not just to view it and consume content, but to then create solutions to problems that impact their community. So they're learning about the technology, they're learning how they can use it, but then they're also using it to transform the world they live in.